Well, I am live, and unfortunately, I was unsuccessful earlier today in my lives. I know it's really late. It's like almost 3 a.m. in the morning, and I'm just enjoying my tree and enjoying my atmosphere here. And I just wanted to see if anybody was around. Anyway, I did try going live from outdoors. However, I had no connection whatsoever, and none, so that was kind of difficult. But yeah, it's just nice. My whole house is clean. Try going live from my, but I'm gonna have to get another computer. There's my tree over there. Actually, let me turn off the lights because it looks much prettier with the lights off. Here's my robe. Hoping that this is charging. Okay. Let me turn this off. My beautiful Christmas tree. So pretty. Oh, my nativity set. I gotta turn on the lights. I had to turn on a couple of lights actually. Okay. Ta-da! Let's see over here. I gotta turn on these lights too. Huh. I'm surprised this is off. This is my nativity set. My nativity set. It's got a little tree there. So yeah. So so I tried going live earlier today, and fortunately, I was unable to. I kept conking out for some reason. Whoops, something just showed up. But anyway, I just want to see who is around. I see one person's around. Hi, whoever you are. Much love. Hi, Galway girl. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Hi, Andrew. Morning. Haven't been able to go to sleep yet. I was trying to do the configuration on my on a little snack table, and I think that's what I might be getting for Christmas. Because my computer is kind of slow. Now here's my computer here. I've only had it for like a year, and it's not working too well, fortunately. It's like really crappy. Your home is just lovely. Oh, thank you, Galway girl. Got her own separate. This would be like my mom's area, and that would be my area that way. Oh, thank you. I love my tree. Yeah, I usually put up 2 trees a year, but this year I only put one. Of course, I got the little animatronics that I think I had it on film the other day. Let's see if it works. This moves up and down, and it's so pretty. I'm planning on getting more animatronics. Is it real? Nope, it's not a real tree. It's a fake one. Uh, Very nice, full and luscious fake tree. I have some really nice stuff here actually that I've collected. And it goes back down. Perfect. Aw, thank you, Andrew. And then this little guy also moves. Where is it? It's got the little snowman and reindeer and little what do you call that? Little penguins. Got all the characters back here. I mean, I would have put out like a lot more. Oh, this is my headband. I just put it on Clarice's head. Let's see. It lights up. It lights up in 3 different ways. I was wearing this the other day at a store just because I wanted to. But yeah, I have some really cute ornaments here. I have a lot of little snowman and this one, little bus, and I have birds, little pigeons. I don't know if you could see that. Santa Claus, gingerbread man. Of course, the angel on top. I love this one. A little cupcake with a cherry on top. Tree with snow. And what else? These are really glittery and stuff. I love my tree skirt. If you could see it, it's all glittery and stuff. It's really pretty. This plays music too, but I don't think I have the batteries. And does this one have the batteries? I'm hoping so. Yes, he does, but I don't know if he's gonna move.
Y'all ready for this?
He shakes his booty. Yay! It's so cute. He turns around. I'm trying to turn you off, Santa. What? I missed the decorations my grandparents had from the good old days. All retro bubble lights, the works. Did you make any of those ornaments? No, I did not. I wish I did. I have the same angel. It was my grandma's. Aww. Yeah, I have like nutcrackers and a little bird with a little hat and a little scarf and duckies. These little, oops, let's see if I have little duckies with scarves. And yeah, I have a lot of cute stuff and bells and more Santa Claus and stuff like this. I even go like underneath the tree and put like glittering stuff. This is supposed to work. I don't know if it works. Nope, I don't have it on, but that's my Snoopy thing. And Charlie Brown kind of dances around or skates around, and Frosty the Snowman plays the piano. And I have more stuff like all over the place here. Yeah, it's my favorite. Let's see, sleds and just so many pretty ornaments. I love and I have a lot of bells. I love bells. Little Christmas packages and a blue ducky. And yeah, just so much. I have so much that my daughter has the other tree. Well, my mom, oh, and I have this. This normally, I light this up with lights and I put little penguins and stuff, but I just set Santa up there this year. Just so much. Santa's twerking, yeah. I was. I love all things Snoopy. Me too. Me too. I love all things Snoopy too. And then I have another. I do have like a ceramic tree elsewhere, but this is my little like stop and go light. And I have like these things, this tree here. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Love it. Cozy. Actually, I had to turn on, it got pretty cold today. I was outside a minute ago, but can you guys hear me okay? I'm not sure if you guys could hear me okay or not. I gotta hold my phone like this because I did make an attempt to go live from my computer, but unfortunately, that didn't work out so well. And there's my TV. This is all things YouTube on my giant TV there. I'll either do a screencast or I have a remote that has the YouTube app and I'll just plug that in. Hear you loud and clear. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, so it's what time is it there where you guys are at? It's 3:00 in the morning here. Yes, you're loud and clear, hun. Thank you. Yeah, it's 3 a.m. over here. What time is it for everyone, wherever you're watching from? This is kind of difficult because I have a charger connected to it because my phone was dying. But 4:00. Ooh, 4:49. Wow. Wow. So what are you guys doing up? You can't sleep like me? I've been having a hard time falling asleep tonight. Oh, look at my slippers I just got. Guess you're black. Hi, Grandpa Jay. How are you? Hi, honey. How are you? You're not blocked, honey. I could see you. Look what I bought. I bought these really cute Minnie Mouse sandals. Let me see if I could take them off. They're so cozy. I just got them. They were on sale. Originally, these sandals are like $34. Can you believe it? I did not pay that. Only 17, which is still like kind of a little pricey, but let me see. It says, what does it say? I'm an insomniac, but it paid off. I got to see your tree. Aww. Cute, thank you. Hi, Spirit's Heart. Morning, sweetheart. Stopping to give you some love and warm wishes. Many blessings. Have a wonderful day, Winky. You too, Spirit's Heart. Thank you so much for stopping by. I read clock wrong. It's 5 a.m. 5 o'clock. I know, it's crazy. So, I don't know if you guys got to see my video or not, like a couple of days ago. Let me go outside. I'm gonna have a smoke, actually. I'm gonna put you guys down for a minute, okay? So you're gonna see like blackness right now because you're gonna be on my couch. But I don't know if you got to see the video a couple of days ago where there was some guy or some woman was out with a rifle and a shotgun shooting randomly, and he was right behind our home. Hi, Marique W. How are you? He was shooting right behind the home, which was strange. I don't know why they would do that. And many people called in. Many people called in to file a complaint that this person was shooting. So they started at like I think it was like 12 in the morning. They started, and then They stopped at like 2:36 in the morning. Well, I'm gonna go into my backyard. It's a little bit no grass here, of course. I was reading a magazine, so yeah, they were shooting randomly. I don't know why at that time, because that's not a time to be shooting, and they were really close in proximity to the homes. So I called the police department and I asked them, "Hey, am I calling the right number?" Because I wanted the non-emergency number, and I say his name right. I like poinsettias. Yeah, I like poinsettias too. And this person was never caught. This person just kept shooting like randomly out there. It was like freaking out. And the funny part is that I actually, well, sad actually, I hacked this little thing over here, this little fellow that was growing. I don't know if you could see, he's all twisted. I broke that piece off. So me and my mom, we panicked and we put it back together with like toothpicks. Trying to make it all better, but I think that part might die. I'm good, Winky. How are you? Ray Galway sounds so funny where everyone else says it. Oh, and that's the wild, wild west. Yes, it is. It is the wild, wild west. And then the following day, funny story. If I go out of the if I go out of sight is because I'm smoking a cigarette, which I shouldn't. But hold on. So the day after, there was I was sitting back here. Oops. I was sitting back here and I heard a moo. There was a loose cow in the neighborhood. So then everyone called about that as well. And 2 days later, I'm sitting back here and I hear another moo. So another cow got lost in the mist and he needed to be apprehended. But normally you can hear like coyotes and wolves out here. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Many blessings. Thank you, Spirit's Heart, for stopping by. I love you. You have fantastic hair. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's getting long now. Andrew, runaway cow. I know, right? It was the funniest thing because I was on the phone with my daughter too, and I said, be quiet for a minute because I thought I heard something. And she's like, what? And I wasn't answering her. She was like, what? What's going on? And I was like, I thought I heard a cow. And about, I don't know, 13 15 seconds later, I heard the cow moo again, and I was like, there's a cow in the neighborhood. So it was pretty funny. But anyway, yeah, it's really quiet out here. I mean, you could literally not hear anything. You could see the stars at night, which is really awesome. I love that. But yeah, what did you guys do? Are you guys ready for the holidays and stuff? Are you guys getting ready for the holidays? Did you finish shopping for Christmas and stuff? I like the video Ginger Locke's mom had on the guy with the black bear on his back patio. There was substantial cussing. Oh, black bears, don't even get me started on that. Wow. No, not at all. Been sick for a week. Oh, feel better, Galway girl. I'm sorry, sweetie. Do you have the flu and stuff? Because that seems to be going around. Seems like everyone has the flu. I'm kind of lucky that I got the flu shot. Um, yeah, I still have to do some shopping myself. I still have to finish up like last minute things. But so when I first moved to upstate New York, the second day that we were there, we had a black bear on our property in the backyard, and that was frightening to say the least. It was a pretty big bear, and I lived way in the boondocks out there, so it was pretty scary. Josie Joe, hi, sweetie. Yeah, I'm feeling better with the kidney stuff and the bladder stuff. That's all better, thank goodness. When they took out the stones, because they gave me a picture, it looks like a big Polaroid picture. um the stone was there were two of them. They were really spiky, and that's why it was hurting me. And they found it like a big hematoma, and they sent that to the lab along with my stones, and they're looking for possible cancer. I hope that doesn't come back as so, but I won't know for like another, I would say, like maybe week and a half. Andrew, I haven't done anything yet for Christmas. Hope this doesn't turn into one of those shopping on Christmas Eve years. I know. Those are the worst. I remember one year I American Dolls were like really popular, and I drove to Manhattan, and I double parked my car. They were holding a doll for me there, and I almost got a ticket. I was begging the officer not to. It was the evening of Christmas Eve, and I had like a over 2 hour ride home, and he understood and he let me slide, which was pretty awesome. I literally thought that my car was going to be towed, and I was going to be left there. So that was kind of scary, but I got her the doll that she wanted. Hold on, guys. So what else have you guys been to the movies? Have you been watching Christmas movies or anything like that? Anything good? I haven't this year. I haven't really watched much television, to be honest with you. I've been on YouTube like a lot. So my DVR was full, like 98% full, and I had to delete a lot of stuff, like a lot. Shows that I normally would watch, I haven't watched in such a long time. I want to see the new Tom Hanks film. Oh yeah. That's supposed to be really good. I want to see that as well. That there's another movie that's coming out that's supposed to be really good. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but I don't remember. I'm into scary movies. I love scary movies. Anybody love scary movies or like scary movies at all? Yes, you do, Galway girl. Yeah, I love scary movies. Andrew, Tom Hanks never made a bad film in my book. I know. He's adorable. I love Tom Hanks. Marique knows all the scary movies. Marique, is that so? I know all the scary movies too. I'm known as like the horror queen because I watch them all. And I watch movies that are like not so pleasant for other people to watch, yet I watch them. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go back and pull this out. Okay. Old retro horror films. Black Christmas is getting remade again? Really? Oh. I love the vintage horror like the Wolfman and all of those. I love those. Those are great movies to watch. Okay, let me close this here. Turn off my lights. I can sit over here. Okay. Oh, isn't this cool? So I bought these couches and they have steel frame on it and wood. They were really expensive pieces of furniture, but a great investment. They're Jackson Herald, I think. And so this puts your head up forward or back and it lays almost completely flat. Well, there's the headpiece going up and down. And this piece here brings you almost into a lying position. Oh, and it's making a noise. This is the one we have to have checked out. So we have USB ports. Each and every seat has a USB port. And then you can hit this little button and it brings everything back into its frame. But this one's giving us a little bit of problems. I don't know why. And then you have like the cup holders for this one, and you can put your remote controls there, and that one's like the bigger one here. And yeah. So this is our couch. So it's warm in here actually. I take my robe off. I'm watching It Comes at Night on Netflix. Okay, first version was from 72 to 74. They remade it already once. Hope this version's better, lol. Where did you get it? Hello, beautiful. Hi, Montana Sky. How are you? I got it at a place called American Furniture Warehouse. It's huge. The place is so big that they have electric carts for you to ride in because the place is enormous, enormous. And then they have a warehouse part of the area that's just huge. And they have everything. They have like picture frames, and they have dining room sets and uh, bar stools and bar areas and rugs and you name it. They have everything. I never saw It Comes at Night. What's that about? I have no idea, to be honest with you. I haven't seen that one either. I think we have it here. I will check it. Thanks. Yeah, if you have it there, definitely check it. It's worth it. I mean, you're gonna love the place. You're gonna go bonkers there. And they're reasonably priced. I mean, this was kind of pricey because I wanted something that lasts. You know, we do get a lot of company. We do entertain like a lot of people in our home. So I wanted something that was sturdy and durable. But overall, I love it. Um, yeah, I watch a lot of different horror movies. I've watched some that were banned also that were kind of disturbing. There was one that I really didn't get into, and it's actually on YouTube. If you type it, you'll see it. It's called Snuff. And to me, you know, I could stomach those things, but it was kind of disturbing. Like the opening scene was really disturbing. I don't know why. It felt like I was watching an actual snuff movie for real. You know, even though I know it was a fake movie, but Andrew, it's like Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh, Sounds good. Oh, I have to watch that, and it's on Netflix, huh? There's a documentary coming out called oh geez, now I can't remember it. It has to do with two kittens, I think it's called, or it's about this guy, this murderous guy. It was a true story. His name was Luca Rocco Magnotta, and he was from Canada. And yeah, Snuff was creepy. I didn't get through it actually. And there's a documentary on this guy. This guy was a serial killer, and unfortunately for me, the day that he posted his video on, I think it was on YouTube, I watched it without knowing what it was, and he had actually posted his lover in bed that he had bound and gagged, and he slit the guy's throat, and then he proceeded to cut his limbs, and he ate part of him, and he gave the dog part of his lover to eat. This guy was really sick and twisted. Anyway, there's a new documentary coming out, I think December 18th on Netflix about this sicko. Oh, Magnotta is a hot mess nightmare. Yeah, so you know about him. Yeah. I was watching 1922. Ooh. Yeah, there's a lot that I haven't seen yet that I would love to watch. I haven't had the time to watch, but I like all the classic horror stuff. I like new stuff too. Actually, there was one film, I don't remember if it was on Netflix or Hulu that I watched. It was 1922 was awesome. The novella was great too, Marique. Oh, I have to check that out. A good Italian movie is Born Dead. Scary damn movie. Born Dead. I'm trying to think of. Is that a Dario Sargento movie or Argento movie? Because he's an Italian producer that does a lot of movies that are like off the wall. Um yeah, so there was this movie that I watched. It's called, I think it was called The Fourth Kind, and it was based on a true story about people that were being abducted somewhere. I think it was Alaska, and there's a novel involved, and all these people were having the same experience, and you get to see like part of the real documentary like side by side next to the movie, and that movie terrified me. It was about aliens, and it was really creepy. But yes, it is. Yes, bravo. The Fourth Kind scared me to death. Yeah, wasn't that horrifying? Especially the part where the guy like sat straight up, like that was scary. Suspiria was good. Yes, Suspiria is a great movie. That's Dario Argento as well. That's a great movie. I thought it was real. If you check the fine print at the end, it's fake, but they tricked me. Well, the documentary part wasn't real. It was fake. Really? I thought that was real, and they just compared it side to side with the movie. Hmm. Wow. I didn't know that. Gonna have to watch that again. What was I gonna say? Yeah, that was a really, for those of you who haven't seen it and are into like alien abduction movies, that's a great movie to check out because it was truly terrifying. I had every single Nightmare on Elm Street collection. Hi Deborah, how are you, sweetie? Mwah. Thank Thankfully it was fake, but it took me a while to figure it out. They did such a good job. I know. I did not know that that was fake. I actually thought that was real. Wow. Good, you're good, sweetie. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. What time is it there where you're at, though? We were all sharing times over here. It is 3:19 over here where I'm at. 3:19 a.m. So, so yeah, what's another? Oh, another great movie that I saw recently. If you like mafia or like Godfather movies, They had a movie called The Irishman. That was really good. And De Niro is in it. Al Pacino's in it. Some other favorite, mafiosos are in there that you've seen before. Andrew, Marie, do you remember the old 80s TV series A Nightmare on Elm Street? If you're not my age, you probably won't. Yes, there was a TV series called Nightmare on Elm Street. I want to see that Irishman. Oh my God. You will not be disappointed. It is so good. It's a long movie, but it is a great movie. Oh, it was so good. Um, what was I gonna say? I remember being young. I mean, this is how old I am because I'm 50 years old. I remember seeing Chiller. Does anybody remember that show? It was a creepy show. It's 3:20 a.m. 9 inch 3:20 a.m. Is that 9 inches and snowing or it's snowing? Wow. Um, there was a show called Chiller TV, and there was a hand that used to come out from the grave and say Chiller, and that would terrify me half to death. And also there was Tales from the Dark Side and Tales from the Crypt with the Crypt Keeper, which is pretty good. Oh, degrees. 9 degrees. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you're on the toasty covers. Chiller was awesome. Wasn't it awesome? You remember that? Oh God. I remember watching that with my brother, staying up late, and then we couldn't go to bed because it was frightening. I mean, the opening scene of Chiller TV would give any kid's nightmare, especially me. um yeah, and then they had the Tales from the Dark Side. Night Gallery was great too. Night Gallery. I don't remember that one. Night Gallery. Hmm. Don't remember that one at all, actually. Dark Side was an all-time favorite of mine growing up. I know. I love that. I I had Let There Be Blood and I watched that a lot. Yeah, I love the Lost Boys movie, of course. It's not like all terrible. We have about 3 feet of snow on the ground. What? That is crazy. Monchichi. Night Gallery was the follow up to the Twilight Zone. Oh. If you guys like the Twilight Zone, there's a show called Black Mirror on Netflix that's kind of similar to that. But I think it's based off of Britain, but it's pretty cool. It's interesting. Rod Serling did that after the Twilight Zone. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Well, I'm learning a lot of new things here that I never knew. Um, yeah, what else? What else? Does anybody remember the Gong Show? The Gong Show had the guy that actually worked. He was an FBI agent who had a show on TV, and people used to perform silly things, and they had this big gong, and they would gong them off stage if they were horrible. It's pretty funny. I like that show. I had the Gong Show and the Dating Game, the Unknown Comic. Yes. Oh my God. I can't believe that. That was the guy with the paper bag on his head, right? I think that's the Unknown Comic. Marique says it's 5:24 here, snowing like crazy. Wow. No snow here. I'm lucky. I'm so lucky that I don't live in the state. I mean, if I drive up to north from here, I'll get snow. Gong Show, yeah. Gong Show was a great show. I love that show. Yes. Oh. Also, they had anybody remember the Morton Downey Jr.? I call him the official like Jerry Springer. He was a chain smoker and he would get like all these people to fight on stage and he was really rude to people. I love that guy. Showtime at the Apollo with the guy with the hook. Yes, yes, that was awesome. I love that show. That was a funny show. Them freaking teeth. Oh God. I love that show actually. That was a great show. Um what else? They had that. The Scottish juggler in the kilt. Why does that sound familiar? On the Gong Show, Montana's guy, there was a Scottish juggler in a kilt. I know that they had Marie was watching The Devil by the Door. It was freaky as hell. I watched that over and over. The Devil by the Door. Oh, Morton Downey Jr. reminded me of Howard Stern. Yes. Yes, he did. He had that type of attitude, like he didn't give a hoot about what anyone said. It was pretty funny, actually. There was him. I actually got to see I don't know if you remember, he was a British man, but he had a show called Gordon Elliott, the Gordon Elliott show. I saw him. I saw who did I see? There was a couple of people I went to see. God, yes. um well, there was the Jenny Jen show, and that show kind of dissolved after a while. Of course, the Ricky Lake Show, all those Sally Jesse Raphael, Geraldo Rivera. Um, There's so many great shows back in the day. It's not like that. He came on a lot of times. His kilt always fell off. Oh, I never knew that. On the Gong Show, I've never seen that. Or I might have, and I don't remember. Um, I remember there was an episode where they had on the Gong Show like two girls licking. I don't know if they were a set of twins, but they were licking popsicles, and I think that was banned from TV because it was inappropriate. But I remember that. Um, they had a lot of funny and crazy shows, and kind of like risque shows, for that time. Monchichi. Chuck Harris would rub dog food on his crotch so dogs on the show would go for it and he could make wisecracks. Really? That's funny. I didn't know that. Wow. Yeah, and then he was who knew that he was an agent, I was really what a life. But yeah, they had such great shows. I remember Wolfman Jack. He was a great DJ, and he had a great personality. And then as far as kids shows, I used to love to watch The Magic Garden with the two hippie chicks on the swing, and they would talk to the daisies. And 5 minutes in heaven, two girls with a popsicle. Yes, yes, that's it. Exactly. I saw Morton Downey Jr. when he had the KKK on and there were wrestlers on there that wanted to kill him because everyone was saying wrestling was a setup. Yes, I remember that. I remember that. Did you see it live or did you see it on TV like I did? I saw it on TV. I remember that. That was epic. It's crazy. It's like it's Andrew LOL, a lot worse and TV than two gals with a popsicle nowadays. I know, right? How it's changed. Wow. I remember when Geraldo Rivera had he had I think it was the NAACP and I believe it was the KKK on stage and a brawl broke out and he got his nose broke because there was a chair that went flying across the room. That was epic. Video Village. I don't remember Video Village. Um, I also remember the episode where he was supposed to open, like, I think it was Al Capone's vault, and it was a hoax. It turned out to be like nothing. That was embarrassing. The Electric Company. I love the Electric Company. Yes. I love that. I love Sigmund the Sea Monster. Does anybody remember that? It was a boy that found this seaweed creature with his brother. They were on the beach and they became like the closest friends. 3, 2, 1 contact rule. Yeah. And the new Zoo Review, Henrietta the Hippo, Freddie the Frog, um, oh, I forgot the other names, but Empty Vault. Yes, it was an empty vault. Oh, that was so. I remember the Jerry Springer show when he used to have strippers on there. I know. I remember that too. I remember that like it was yesterday. That's how he started. The owl. The owl. Yes, the owl. He was awesome. And what else? They had that. What are the shows I was thinking of? Geraldo Rivera cracked me up getting beamed in a dome place with the chair. Yes, that was. I laughed too because I didn't realize how serious it was. And then afterwards, when he came, yeah, I think he made like he was in public and he had like that piece of tape like over his nose. I was like, whoa, like this is serious. But yeah, pretty much like that pretty much ended his career like afterwards. Or was it the Volt thing? Oh, jeez. Crazy, crazy. So, yeah, as a kid, I used to watch all those shows. I mean, TV isn't, I mean, you have so much to pick out from like nowadays with cable. I mean, when I was a kid, you basically had what, 11 channels, 12 channels, and you were stuck to those channels. So, um, I saw it on TV. I did get to Chicago to see Jerry Springer on there though. Awesome. There was a proud Kodak moment with the empty vault. Yes, there was. Oh my God. I can't imagine that. Like, how humiliating is that? I mean, how are you not gonna how are you not gonna confirm, if it's real or not before you put yourself through that embarrassing situation? I got an itch in my nose for some reason. How are you not gonna confirm if that was true or not? Just open the vault for all to see and then, oops, that was a big oops. We had 5 channels. Oh, Morgan Freeman as Easy Reader and Dracula on the Electric Company. I know. Wow, he's been around for a long time. He's been around for a very long time. And then the guy that the guy from the Jeffersons, the English guy. He was on Electric Company too. He was the guy that used to go in the elevator and paint the numbers. Do you remember that? He was kind of like a silent partner there. He would paint the numbers inside the elevator. That was the guy that lived across from Mr. Jefferson, the British guy. What else? I'm trying to think of other kids shows. I love the midget strippers that was on there. I know. I mean, he had like, what do he have? Mud wrestling. He had like strippers like dancing on stage. I mean, he had it all. He probably got a job at Payless Shoe Source after that. Maybe. I think he could be right. Oh God, too funny. But yeah, they had all these awesome shows. I'm trying to remember what else I used to watch as a kid. H&R Puffin Stuff. Yay! I love H&R Puffin Stuff. And is that the one that had Witchy Poo? Or is that another one? I think that's the one that had Witchy Poo. H&R Puffin Stuff, and they had Lilsville. Why does that sound familiar? Don't remember Lidsville. Don't recollect. Yes, Witchy Poo. Bozo the Clown. You know what? I was sharing photos of my daughter the other day of Bozo the Clown, and I said, "You want to see something truly horrifying?" I used to watch him as a kid, and he used to give me nightmares sometimes because his laughter, and that hair, that red hair that stuck out like two big horns on the side of his head. Fraggle Rock was one of my faves in the 80s. Yes, Fraggle Rock was awesome. Along with the Muppets. The Muppets had a great show. I don't know what's the matter with me, but I'm like itchy like all over. Eyelashes itchy. First it was my nose, now it's my eyelash. Mr. Greenleans. Mr. Greenleans. Don't recollect Mr. Greenleans. Hi, Lanky Tour. How are you, sweetie? Thank you for coming in. We're just talking about shows here right now, and kids shows and whatnot. Um, The Land of the Lost was also Jeans, not Leans. Oh, Jeans, Mr. Lean Jeans. Oh, Lidsville had the action display Witchy Poo as Winnie and Jeannie. Hope you're feeling better. Yes, I'm feeling a lot better from that. I'm not feeling better with my shoulder here. I mean, it hurts a lot. That hurts like every day, but that's nothing new. But at least I feel better from the stones that were taken out. Yep, I remember them days. 12 channels and nothing else. Do you remember when at like 1 o'clock in the morning or 12 a.m. It was like white noise. They used to play the national anthem, and then the flag would be waving in the distance, and then it was white noise. You wake up to white noise. Mr. Green Jeans was on the Captain Kangaroo. Oh yes, Captain Kangaroo, and there was a Lamb Chop too. Remember Lamb Chop? The little sheep, the lady with the afro and the sheep. God. Oh, I'm going to bring you way back. Who remembers Romper Room? Romper Room was the first classroom to be televised on national TV, and it was basically like preschoolers with the teacher just learning new stuff. I used to love that show. Mr. Moose and what else? Wait. Happy Days. Yes, Happy Days. Hi, Miguel Perez. How are you, honey? Hey, Winky. On past couple of days, I got a video, a new Missy John birthday called Errol's Film Ruined Missy John's Birthday and Gets Grounded. Is it on your channel, Miguel? So I could watch it? Your good spirits bring joy to us. I remember White Noise. Remember movie Poltergeist? Yes. How can you forget that movie? Marie, God bless the VCR back in the day. The thing was invaluable. Romper Room, yes. Rocky and Bullwinkle. The Magic Mirror, yes. The Magic Mirror and the Magic Garden with the two hippie chicks. I'm convinced they had to smoke something to speak to those daisies, though. Rocky Bullwinkle, Boris and Natasha. Fractured Fairy Tales, Bullwinkle. They don't make cartoons like they used to back then. Now everything's censored, because when I was a kid, I remember watching Tom and Jerry, and they would pull out a knife or like an anvil and stuff and throw it at each other's heads or light a match, on their foot or the tail. And, now parents want that censored because they don't think it's appropriate for kids. But when we were kids, we didn't think anything of it. If anything, it's funny as hell. And I tape them. Yes, it sure. I had so many episodes of Jerry Springer. It was hilarious. Yeah, Banana Splits. Yeah, I grew up on Popeye. I love Popeye. Popeye is such a good cartoon. And Little Lulu cartoon. I think the song went like Little Lulu with freckles on your chin, doing mommy. I forgot the lyrics. Something like that. But what else did they have? They had so many great shows. I can't remember like them all. They turned the Banana Splits into a horror movie. Yes, I saw that. Actually, it's supposed to be in movie theaters, right? Monchichi. I love Bugs Bunny. Me too. I love Bugs Bunny. We rode bikes without helmets. That's right. And ate dirt off the ground. And we're here. We survived. We had no seatbelts in our parents' cars and no booster seats, and we're still around. um, what else? They had I'm trying to think of the other show. The dating game show. That was a good show. Some of the questions were kind of risque, but Manchichi all soft and yes. Yeah, that's right. That was the song. Manchichi, Manchichi, all soft and cuddly. Drank water out of the hose. Yeah, I know, right? The dating game, if you go on YouTube, you could probably find it. There was a serial killer that was on the show The Dating Game. His name is called Ronnie Alcala, and this guy, oh my god, it's terrifying. The lady that's asking the questions, is asking him like, well, what is your best time of the day? What is your best time? And he says the night, and she goes, the night. Why is that? And he says, because the night is when the fun happens. And then she says, if you were a fruit, bachelor number 3 or whatever, what would you be? And he goes, a banana. She goes, why? So you could peel me. I'm like, oh, it's disturbing. Let's see, Manchichi. All the child safety stuff is why so many stupid people are running around now. I agree. Montana Sky. No, not Ted Bundy. I heard that Ted Bundy was on there, but the guy that was on there was Rodney Alcala. Rodney Alcala. Yeah, creepy. He is creepy. And it said the Roadrunner cracked me up. Also, Pink Panther. Yes, banana, snowflakes. um, I like um, I like those cartoons too. What else? Alcala is a psycho creep whack job. Yeah, he used to pose as a photographer and go to the beach and pick up girls, and they found a collection of all of his photos, and they're assuming that most of them were his victims. There's a video on YouTube that if you look up like Rodney Alcala photos, it is disturbing, the photos that he's got of these girls. I mean, I don't know if he promised them drugs or what, but some of them are little girls, little kids, that he's just taking photographs of. This guy was a real creep. That line is appalling. Yes, it is very much so. But what was I gonna say? What else? The Wacky Races was also a great cartoon, along with Scooby Doo and stuff. I need a AC Acme catalog. A rocket power bill will come in handy. Need coffee. Back in a few. Okay, Montana. Fine. That's okay. Yeah. So that would be great if we had that. Wouldn't it be great if people had the ability to like argue like they did in cartoons, and then it would all be settled and that's it, instead instead of all the arguing that goes on in the world? Stop that pigeon! Yeah, stop that pigeon, or catch that pigeon with Muttley the dog. I need anvils. Yeah, I need anvils too. Anvils would be cool to have. What else did they have? They had the Groovy Ghoulies, which was one of my favorite cartoons. It was Dracula, Frankenstein, the werewolf, and I think that was it. Dracula, Frankenstein, the werewolf, the mummy. They were in a band, and they would perform. Catch that pigeon, yeah. I love Catch that pigeon. They were also in the Wacky Races, along with Snagglepuss and Snagglepuss, and some other characters there. That was a great. Saturday morning was my favorite cartoons. Me too. I love Saturday morning cartoons. I miss that. I still watch the like Christmas specials that they have like now, the old like original Rudolph. Hi Jackie Blue. What about Captain Kangaroo? Yes, Captain Kangaroo. I love Captain Kangaroo. He was awesome. Yeah, we're over here talking about different shows of different childhood shows that we enjoyed. Peanuts is my favorite. That's my ultimate favorite. Peanuts. I love anything Charlie Brown. I'm bananas for Charlie Brown. Monchichi. Larry Storch was the voice of Dracula on the Groovy Ghoulies. Really? Oh, I love the Groovy Ghoulies. When I was a kid, I remember I loved this. I love Snoopy too. I remember as a kid, my dad coming home with a Groovy Ghoulies like little hard resin dolls playset, and I was so happy and I couldn't thank my dad enough. I love those toys. Those are the best toys. Does anybody remember kabonkers or knockers or something? They were like a string with like two balls, and you would bounce them up and down. And the whole objective of the game was they were supposed to clack or click clackers, I think they were called. And yeah, a lot of kids injured their eye socket because of it, because the balls were really hard. They were like giant jawbreakers. I love Garfield holiday specials. Argane from F Troop. Clackers, yeah. Oh yeah. I got a pair of clackers, and not even like a minute after I got them, I hit myself in the head with them. I could watch Snoopy forever. Me too. I actually listened to Lucky We Aren't Dead. Jackie. I loved what was I gonna say? The clackers were a dangerous thing for kids to have, you know. But it's not like now, they would take it off the market. I mean, they sold it for like a very long time. The clackers. Andrew, we love Garfield books from the library at school. Yeah. Scholastic books. Remember those at the Scholastic Book Fair? I used to get my books and get my mom a little pot of flowers from there and bring them home and be all excited. Show her. Jarts, also known as long. I was just thinking about those. Those were dangerous because they had the metal tip, and I saw them recently somewhere with the metal tip. And if you want to get them for your kids, fine. But they could be dangerous because they have some weight to them, and you can really injure someone seriously with that. But we knew better. We knew better. Garfield, Ollie, Normal, Nadine, John, and I loved when he would mail the mall to Abu Dhabi. Do you guys remember that plastic bubble gum similar to Silly Putty? It smelled toxic. Is it the one that had the little straw that you would blow in and like lose your breath trying to do so? Don't have dumb kids. You could blow bubbles, yeah. It came with a little straw, I think, right? Hey, I remember getting yes, it did. I remember getting the candy cigarettes for Halloween in my Halloween bag. Some of them were hard candy that you could bite into, and but most of them were bubble gum, and you would blow at the end of the bubble gum, and a little poof of smoke would come out. They still sell those. There's a vintage candy store here in Arizona, and they have them. When I go in there, I get them all the time. They're so good. I love those. And Pez. Oh, I used to have a nice collection of Pez, and I lost them all. But I had a Pez for like a long time. Those are really good. Smarties was my favorite candy as a little kid. Getting in my Halloween candy. Only because it felt like I had more candy, because they came in little pieces and little circles. Candy cigarettes, bubble gum, cigars, yeah. Those little was Coke bottle candies. Yeah, those were the like the wax lips, but in Coke bottles, and you would drink them. Candy cigarettes. I used to pretend I was a grown up. Yes, I remember candy cigarettes. Yeah, those were awesome. I love those. And Mary Jane's. Oh, Mary Jane's were so good. I love Mary Jane's. Yeah, so there's this place here that you could still get those. You could get them by the pound. You could get a variety. Sorry, Wilma wouldn't shut up. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, sweetie. Thanks for stopping in. Mwah. We're talking about vintage candy and shows and scary movies and everything. Astro Pops were my favorite. Mine too. Oh my god, I love Astro Pops. You know they started selling them again at Walmart, but they were small. But I believe you could get the large size. I don't remember if it's at Walmart again, if they have the variety, because people were complaining that they were too small. And the double-sided popsicle, the one that you could share with a friend if you wanted to. All this candy talk woke me up. Good morning, Winky. Hi, Joey. Thanks for stopping in, sweetie. We're talking about candy and vintage movies and shows and kids programs and cartoons and whatnot. We're just having a blast. I tried to go live earlier and I wasn't able to. I collect vintage Barbie dolls and vintage dolls, but some of them are from my childhood, the vintage dolls. That's awesome, Vanessa. I love Barbie dolls too. Lanky says, "Oh, Winky and chat, Google vintage Santa Claus. Scary." Oh, I believe you. I will later. Yes. Love talking about our childhood, the best times. Yeah. Let me see. I actually have a computer here. Let's see if I could look it up real quick. If it's working, because this computer is like slow. Um, yeah, I like remember the old Halloween. Oh wait, what was your first movie theater movie? Mary Poppins for me. I think mine was E.T. or Challenge to Be Free. Hi Joey. Geez, looking all spiffy so late early. Aw, hi Remy. Thank you, honey. What was I gonna say? Remember the old Halloween plastic costumes that they had? Where you could smell the plastic was like suffocating you. But I still, regardless, I love those costumes. They were practical and you could throw it away as opposed to like now it's like it costs you an arm and a leg to get a costume for kids nowadays. Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, yeah. The plastic mask, yeah. Vintage. I'll probably make a video on it. Vintage Halloween costumes. Okay, let's see. That's why I buy loads of vintage Barbie dolls and vintage dolls on eBay to remember my childhood. Aw, that's nice, Vanessa. I like that. So toxic, probably. Joey. Hello. I'm a 70s child, yeah. Yeah, the vintage Halloween costumes were I love anything vintage. I don't know why, except for like really, really vintage. If you go into, wow, some of these are really creepy. Let me see if you guys could see that. Some of these costumes here are, that's kind of freaky. That's from like the old days. Well, that's kind of terrifying. Some of them are really, out there. That would scare me like half to death. I don't know how old those are. Let me turn off the light. Let's see. Decorations were made out of cardboard. The decorations, the Halloween decorations are like my favorite. The vintage Halloween decorations. I don't know why, but vintage Halloween decorations. Hold on, let me turn off this backlight. I'll be right back. Because there's like a glare on my computer. Okay. All right. So, vintage, yes. Santa Claus vintage picture. Okay, let me look at what Lanky's telling me. All right. So she wants me to look up Santa Claus. Oops, I spelled that wrong. Vintage. Santa Claus vintage pictures. Okay. Oh, are you serious? You're okay. Wait a minute. Let's see. It's supposed to be scary. It scared me to death. The black cat and skull. I'm gonna try to go to sleep. Thanks for the memories. Nice to see you and your chat, my sweets. Bye, Jackie. Mwah. Sweet dreams, sweetie. Much love to you. I remember there was plastic Santa Claus that you pinned to your jacket and pulled a cord and it lit up. Yes. And there was a Santa Claus also that moved his little hands and feet like up and down, like he was doing jumping jacks. I dressed like a mummy, 1 year old. I had gauze head to toe, scared the crap out of all the other kids. Oh my god. All right. This is what you're scared of? This is so cute. What is wrong with this? Look, his little rosy cheeks. I love that. What is wrong with him? He's adorbs. I don't see anything wrong with him. Those toys from Halloween that would shoot sparks. What toys from Halloween that would shoot sparks? I don't remember that. Toys from Halloween that would shoot sparks? I don't remember that at all. You're gonna have to like refreshen my memory because I really don't know what you're talking about. The real photos with the kids. That's what you want me to find? Okay, Santa Claus pictures. With, oops. Okay. Oh. Is it this lanky? Wait, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, that's kind of terrifying. Like, I wouldn't want to see that. That's scary. That's scary. And that's terrifying. Yes, that is scary. Oh my god. That's frightening. That is just horrible. What is that's not a Santa Claus. What is that? Oh, now I'm scarred for life. Thank you. What is that? Seriously? Yeah, these kids, these poor kids, they look terrified. Oh my god, no. Joey's like, yikes. This is so weird. Oh my god. I'm gonna have nightmares now. Oh, it looks pretty creepy to me. It was tall and skinny, so it helped scare me. Anxiety. A tin wheel with a syringe type plunger that you would pump it, it would spin and shoot sparks. Oh, one last thing. Sears catalog at Christmas dog-eared pages circled around the toys. Wait, we want it. Yes. You know, Jackie Blue, if you go to YouTube, you could I was actually listening to Kmart radio, Kmart Christmas radio, because I felt like listening to vintage Christmas music the other day. They have that. Oh my god. Yes, I remember that. I'm sorry. Thanks, Lanky. Hi, Sean the Brit. How are you? I hated Santa when I was a kid. That looks like Santa Claus from the Wrong Turn movie. It does. It does. Oh my god. Oh, Hi, Sean the Brit. Mwah, hi, sweetie. We're talking about like vintage movies and candy, and Lanky Tor wanted me to look up vintage Santa Claus with kids, and we came we came across some really creepy photos here that should not exist. These kids look like frightened half to death. Like this poor little guy here. I never believed in Santa. Oh, I have stuff to do. See you later. Thank you, Monchi for stopping in. Thank you, honey. Mwah. Lanky Tormentanus guy. I have a picture when I was around 4 sitting on Santa Claus' lap. I was in tears. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, so oh god. But yeah, so we were talking about the Gong Show, we talked about the dating game, we talked about the serial killer that was on the dating game, unfortunately, Ronnie Alcala. We talked about movies and cartoons, Saturday morning cartoons, and all our favorite TV shows like Morton Downey Jr. and The Gordon Elliott Show. Um, all those wonderful classic shows from back in the day. Um, So, yeah, I just can't get those images out of my head now, Lanky. I don't know what to do when I do fall asleep, which is gonna be like the majority of the day. um, Ricky Lake, Sally Jesse, yes, Ricky Lake and Sally Jesse, they were great. Along with Jenny Jen, they were like in competition for one another for a time slot, different time slot, and that's when Oprah kind of worked her way in, and then that was it. That was it for talk shows. Winky, I'm sorry. That's okay, Lanky. That's okay. Um, yeah, so we talked about chiller TV, which was great. The kids today don't have a clue how much fun we had as kids. I know. I remember when I was young, I used to go into the middle of the woods with my brother and get sticks, and my mom would give us like handkerchiefs, and we would put it around our head and stuff, and cover one eye and make believe we were pirates, and we would like take our sticks like we were fighting each other with like swords and stuff. So, they definitely don't have it. They would have the fire hydrants open, and we would jump in front of the fire hydrants or run down the block for Mr. Softy ice cream, which I love, and I miss Mr. Softy ice cream. Cool, yeah. Tales from the Dark Side. Yeah, we were talking about that. I love Tales from the Dark Side. You understand? Start crying to have a fit before I got him in the store. Aww. Yeah, I know. Dink dink, Mr. Softy. Yes, Mr. Softy's the best ice cream. Love it. They don't have that out here. Um, so they had also, what else did they have? The white thing in the closet on Dark Side. Yikes, yeah. I think there was an episode, I don't know if it was on the Dark Side or Tales from the Crypt, an episode where there was like this little troll that would, and I think it was Drew Barrymore. She was a young child sleeping. There was a little troll that would come out of this mouse hole and go up to the bed, pinch her nose, and like take her breath away. And that always terrified me. Along with the creepiest movie of all was called The Trilogy of Terror. And it was this lady. Oh, I forgot who was in the Trilogy of Terror. She's very famous. It was this lady who was into buying antiques and stuff. And she bought this antique statue. Let's see if I find it. And the statue came to life, and he had a little sword. He was like, he was like, I don't know if he was like a little caveman, or he was trilogy uh that was a horrifying movie for me, actually. Let's see. Trilogy of Terror, The Doll with the Knife. Yes, I had nightmares about that. Yes, that's true. Unfortunately, that's why I miss the 80s, because I had fun playing with my Barbie dolls and other dolls. Gen hologram dolls when I was a little girl. Oh, those are beautiful memories, Vanessa. I love that. Then I think that was in the films Cat's Eye. Yeah. Hi, Susan Malls. How are you, sweetie? Mwah. Oh, terror doll that frightened me half to death. And he comes alive at one point. Let me see if I can have it here. The Trilogy of Terror doll came alive. I used to play outside all day. Me too, Lanky Tour. There was nothing like playing outside with your friends, like Can Man or Stickball, or, those were awesome times. Let's see. Uh, let's see if how high this is. Yeah, that's the movie. I don't want to see the movie. That's the entire thing. Uh, yeah, hold on one sec. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh, yeah, so he comes out. He comes out. Let me see your comments. I used to play outside all day. It says, "Good morning, Joey." Forts, yeah. During the snowstorm, I would build an igloo. Yes. There he is with the little knife underneath the. That was terrifying to me to see that, and his little voice. And then she opens the door, and he flies into the bathtub, which was even more horrific. Knock, knock, the necklace at the door. I hope I don't get like shut down because I'm playing this. Wouldn't want that. This was terrifying. Just that part that he opened the door. She's trying to wrap him up. So yeah, I would Joey, I remember there's a sequel to the Trilogy of Terror. It's also good. I've never seen that. I remember as a little kid sledding with a what do you call that? With a garbage bag. And it was really good because you would slide down. You would go down your first pat, scoot down and make it nice and slick. And once you were in that garbage bag, you were golden. It says, so when I go and visit my mom and stayed a couple of nights, I put 80s music on to remember my childhood. Oh, that's beautiful, Vanessa. My mom used to say, go find something to do outside. Yes. Yes, lots of fun. I agree. It was a lot of fun. Those days, it'll never come back. I mean, those were like innocent times, that was like the days before the inception of the computer, where kids are so immersed in that. There's no more imagination, unfortunately, and that's what today's generation of children is. They're missing that, to use their imagination and think outside the box, instead. Unfortunately, a lot of kids sit in front of a computer. Computer is good for resources, but you don't want your kids spending all their time in computer. You want them, to play with toys and use their imagination. It says Montana's guy. I would complain. I was born. My mom would say the same thing. Susan Wall. My boyfriend's mom used to tell us to go play in the streets. Yeah, I had an episode with huge mutant rats in the sequel. Creepy. Oh, I have to watch that. Susan Walls. Yeah. Yeah, they had I had a lot of Holly Hobby stuff, like Holly Hobby pencils and Holly Hobby lunchbox and Holly Hobby notepads, and I also had the for school the metal lunch boxes. I had the Scooby Doo one, and I thought like I was the coolest girl in the classroom because I had a Scooby Doo lunchbox. I had a Scooby Doo, a Happy Days lunchbox, and oh, what else? We had a funny shaped erasers. I don't know if you remember the funny shaped erasers that look like little people or little funny shapes. Some of them had actual scent to them. Those are pretty cool. And the Trapper Keeper. Does anybody remember the Trapper Keeper for school? It would keep everything organized for school. I had Gilligan's Island lunchbox. I had a Gilligan's Island something, but I don't remember. It wasn't a lunchbox. That's awesome. I wish I had a Gilligan's Island's lunchbox. I just had the Scooby Doo, and I remember it was made for the USA Network in the late 90s. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out, Andrew. Thank you. They're worth money now. I know. I know. So much of the old stuff is worth money now. I mean, I had the original Barbie dollhouse that my parents got for me when I was like 12 years old. I had a Snoopy lunchbox, a Trapper Keeper in high school. Yes, those were the best. And you thought you were like cool with that stuff, right? And then we had like our backpacks that weighed like 50 pounds with all the books in it. My girlfriend said she had a metal strawberry. Oh, me too. Yes. I had one of those. I wish I could find the picture. If I do, I'll share it with you sometime this week. Yeah, all that is worth money, Joey. All of that is worth money now. And we don't have any of it. I wish I kept that stuff. I had a light bright. Oh, you know what? I always wanted a light bright and I never got one. Never. I had Operation. I would play Operation, Parcheesi, Connect Four, Perfection, which was the game that had the timer and it would pop up. All the pieces would pop up at once. That was an awesome game. She a Trapper Keeper with the rainbow and heart balloons. Oh, let me see if I can. Let me see if this light is on or nope, it's not. Let me turn on another light. Hold on. It's kind of dark here. Let's see. Maybe this other light. Nope. Yeah, I'll turn that one. See my tree, Joey? And my nativity set. For the animals. Etch a sketch sucked. I told Vinny G this morning. Vinny G tore. Oh no! I saw one the other day, light bright. I was tempted to get it, which is so sad. The next generation of kids doing to smartphones. I know. Thank you, Joey. Yeah, I love my tree. Very nice nativity. Thank you. Yeah, I love it. I love my tree. I feel like I need my water. I don't know where my water. Oh, here it is. Kind of thirsty. So, what else? They had oh God, there were so many. Let's see, music was different when I was a teen. I saw Bobby Darin, Ricky Nelson, Elvis, Roy Orbison, and some others. That's awesome. That is awesome, Montana Sky. So yeah, when I watch you guys, that I watch it from over here, big screen. Um, yeah, so many. I mean, what else did they have? Oh, I used to roller skate. I was like the skating queen in my neighborhood. I had white boots, and I would go to this place called Skate Key in the Bronx, and that was like an every weekend thing. And me and my friends used to go. And that's why every time I go on eBay, I will look for vintage Barbie dolls and vintage dolls, as I love collecting Barbie dolls. I still have to update Barbie dolls, but aww, we're having a heat wave in New York City. 75 degrees now and snow tomorrow. What? Same here, Joey. Wow. Yeah, it's been kind of like chilly here, but it's not too bad. Mrs. Wombat, hi. Mwah. Thank you for stopping in. 57. Wow. Wow. Yeah, what was I going to say? I had so many different toys, like, but my brother's toys were like my favorite because he had like Castle Grayskull, which had Skeletor and stuff, and Stretch Armstrong, and of course my brother took a pair of scissors to find out what was in Stretch Armstrong and ruined it like in the first week. 52 degrees in San Francisco, windy too. Wow, yeah, it's crazy weather. Yeah, Stretch Armstrong was pretty cool. And Wooly Willy, who remembers that? It was a little cardboard. Uh it cost like nothing. It was like less than $1, like 50 cents. I used to get it at a place called Woolworths when I was a kid, or C.H. Martin. And it had a little face of a man that was bald. And you would take this little red pen that had a magnetic end to it, and inside the casing it was like little particles of magnet, and so you would take the little pen and put it like over his head and give him hair, or over his lips and give him a mustache, or give him glasses. Woolworths was the best, wasn't it, Joey? I miss Woolworths. Oh, I wish I used to go Christmas shopping there. Are you in the Cindy dolls when are you in Cindy dolls when I was a little girl? I've got a few similar to those in my collection now. Oh, wow. I'd love to see that one day. That'd be great. Yes, Wooly Willy. Yeah, you remember that? Little Green Army Men. Yeah, those are awesome. The Little Green Army Men. Or the paper dolls. The paper dolls. And one of my favorites were, I used to have this, the Snoopy magnetic, it was like a magnetic board. It was a big board. It was colorful, and you had magnetic, like Charlie Brown or Snoopy, and you could place them in different places on the board, so it would have like a different scenery, like outdoors or inside the school or something. Those are pretty cool. I like those. Color forms, that's it. Color forms, I love those. I need to get color forms in my life. I gotta Google that and see if they still exist. They have to somewhere. Color forms are really good. Yes, and paper dolls were awesome. And then they came up with the wooden dolls that you could put the clothes on, which was cool. That was more fancy schmancy. But and they had the little you remember that, Joey? They had the little it was like a little maze, and you had a little ball, and you had to control it to get it to the center. Do you remember that? There was like three little balls or one little ball, and you had to wiggle your way around it in order to find out like where it was. I had $6 million man doll. Yes. That was awesome. $6 million man. I love that. What else? They had Winky. I checked the wild back. Colorform still exists. I think it's $10. Thank you, Lanky. I have to definitely check it out later and see, where I could get some. But what else? They had so many things. They had well, the topples, the tops with the string. You would just like bounce it on the floor or spin it, and it would go like spinning around on the ground. Or jacks. I love jacks too. Jacks were awesome with the little ball and the little stars. Those are pretty cool. So many great things from my childhood that I don't remember color forms. Have to check it out. Oh, Susan Wall's color forms were awesome. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. It's one, but sounds like we're all in the same age. Just turned 51. Oh, happy belated birthday, Miss Wombat. Happy belated birthday, sweetie. Yeah, I'm 50, so Did you own a doll called Thumbelina? No, I didn't, unfortunately. But I've heard of it. 43 here, 53 here. Wow. Um, nope, I didn't own Thumbelina, unfortunately. I did have the strawberry shortcake doll collection, and all the dolls smelled like something. Oh, I love buying vintage Barbie dolls on eBay and vintage dolls, Barbie dolls, black fashionista Barbie dolls, and up to date Barbie dolls like made to move Barbie dolls pictures are on my Instagram. Wow, that's awesome. That is awesome. Mad Libs. Yes, I love Mad Libs. Happy birthday to Mrs. Wombat. Mad Libs are really good. Mad Libs, naughty words. Girl, you look about 29. Oh, thank you. Nope, I'm 50. I'm over the hill. Famous Monsters magazine. Yes. Love that. There was that one, and there was another one. Oh, there was the Mad TV, or the Mad magazine, and there was another one that had monsters on it. I don't remember now. I don't remember. Now I'm gonna go crazy about that. Thanks, Joey. Age is just a number, exactly. It's I'm still young at heart. I still keep myself young at heart, and I'm always smiling and laughing, and that's all you can do in life, you know. Yeah, let's all wish Mrs. Wombat a happy belated birthday or happy birthday. I think she said it was last week, right? It's how you feel. Exactly, Joey. It's how you feel. That's exactly correct. You know, it's all in how you feel. Montana, I need to go to bed now. Thank you all for being here. You look absolutely beautiful tonight. Your boyfriend is the luckiest man alive. Good night. Oh, love you. Oh, thank you, Montana. Oh, I'm 52 and feel great. Wow, Joey, you do not look 52 years old. You look awesome. You're young at heart. I agree, Joey. Aw. Well, you know what? I've been on this live for this is like the longest live I've ever done, and this was really fun. And I'll try to do this again sometime soon. And I'm probably gonna head to bed also because it's 4:30 in the morning here. But Cracked Magazine, yeah. So I just want to say it was great to see you too, Lanky, and everyone. I just want to say good night, and I want to thank everyone that came to my live. I truly appreciate it and keeping me company. And thanks, Joey. We'll probably do it again and stuff, and talk about some more things. Thank you so much for stopping by. I love each and every one of you, and stay blessed. And remember to love love yourselves and love your family. That's what's important in life. And be kind to one another, okay? Much love and respect. Oh, happy belated. Wait, happy belated. The only thing about birthdays that really matters is the presents, not the candles. Good day or night, everyone. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Mwah. Bye, guys. Be well.